Hello grade 7 learners. Let's have a review about scientific notation. This will greatly help you in answering your summative test. Let's now begin. To make our review fun and exciting, let's have a balloon game. Let's now begin. Question is, how many significant digits are there in 700? Is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, D, 4? What do you think is the answer? Correct answer is letter A. Remember that in our previous video tutorial about scientific notation and significant digits, we have the rules in identifying the significant digits. And one of those rules is number or zeros to the left of the decimal point are not significant. So meaning these zeros here are not significant. So we have only one non-zero digit. So therefore the answer is letter A. Let's have now the second question. How many significant digits are there in 0.00000800? Is it A, 3, B, 7, C, 9, D, 10? What do you think is the answer? Let's now show the answer. The correct answer is letter A, because one of the rules in identifying significant digits is that zeros appearing in front of the non-zero digits are not significant. So therefore, we have here, these zeros here are not counted as significant digits. So we have only 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 significant digits. So the answer is letter A. Let's have the next. Which among the following has 3 significant digits? Is it A, 0.0088, B, 0.000410, C, 0.0009, or D, 900 or 900? What do you think is the answer? Let's now reveal the answer. The answer is letter B. So we have here 4, 1, and 0 are significant. The rest zeros located in front of the non-zero digits are not significant. So we have here 3 significant digits. How about for letter A? We have 2 significant digits. How about for letter C? We only have 1 significant digits. How about for letter D? Still, we have 1 significant digits. So that is why the answer is letter B. Let's have the next question. Which of the following notation is equivalent to 789,000? Is it A, 7.89 times 10 to the power of negative 5? Or B, 78.9 times 10 to the power of negative 4? Or letter C, 789 times 10 to the power of 4? Or D, 7.89 times 10 to the power of positive 5? What do you think is the answer? Let's now show the answer. The correct answer is letter D. Why is it letter D? So if we're going to recall, when we have scientific notation, it should be in the form A times 10 to the power of n. So that's A times 10 to the power of n, where your first factor a should be greater than or equal to 1 but less than 10. So we will rewrite this number into scientific notation. So it's understood that the decimal point is here because it's a whole number. So it's at the end of 0. So we'll move to the left 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then 5. So we'll stop here since our first factor should be greater than or equal to 1 but less than 10. So we have now 7.89 times 10 to the power of 5 since we move 5 places to the left. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have here, we stop here. So that is why the answer is letter D. Let's proceed to question number 5. Write 8.9 times 10 to the power of 6 in standard form. Is it A, 8,900? B, 8,900,000? C, 89 million? D, 89 billion? What do you think is the answer? It's letter B. Why do you think it's letter B? So if we have here 8.9, so we have 8.9, and then the power is positive 6. So we're going to move 6 places to the left. So that's 1. And then we'll add how many zeros? We need 5 zeros. So we have here, this is now the answer. So that is equal to 8,900,000. So that is why the answer is letter B. Let's now proceed to the next question. What is the equivalent notation of 0.0000153? So, is it A, 1.53 times 10 to the power of negative 7? B, 1.53 times 10 to the power of negative 6? C, 1.53 times 10 to the power of negative 5? Letter D, 1.53 times 10 to the power of 7. What do you think is the answer? Let's now reveal the answer. It's letter C. How did we get the answer? We get the answer by moving this decimal point to the right. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. We'll stop here because our first factor has already one digit, which is a whole number. So that is 1.53 times 10 to the power of negative 5. Since it's a small number, it's a decimal number. So that is 1.53 times 10 to the power of negative 5 since we have 5 movements. How will you write 8.9 times 10 to the power of negative 5 in standard form? Is it A, 0.089, B, 0.0089, C, 0.00089, D, 0.000089? What do you think is the answer? The correct answer is letter D. How did we get the answer? So we have here 8.9. This is 8.9. So that is 8.9, yeah, that times 10 to the power of negative 5. So we will move to the left 5 places, 1, and then we will add 4 zeros. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Then we'll transfer the decimal point here. So the correct answer is, we have 4 zeros, then 8, 9. So we have here, the answer is letter D. Okay, let's now proceed to number 8. How many significant figures are there in 0.000905000? Is it A, 4, B, 5, C, 8, D, 9? What do you think is the answer? The answer is letter B. Why do you think the answer is letter B? Because numbers appearing in front of the non-zero digits are not significant. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there are 5 significant digits. Let's now proceed to number 9. The distance of Mercury from the Sun is about 87,900,000 kilometers. Express it in scientific notation. So that will be, is it A, 8.79 times 10 to the power of 7, B, 87.9 times 10 to the power of 7, C, 8.79 times 10 to the power of 6, D, 87.9 times 10 to the power of 6. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer is letter A. How did we get the answer? Okay, it's understood here that the decimal point is at the end of the number because it's a whole number. So we will move to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll stop here since we have already one digit, which is a whole number. So that's 8.79. Then the number of movements is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 10 to the power of 7. That is why the answer is letter A. Next. Number 10. Find the product of 500 million and 0.000052. Express your answer in decimal notation. Is it A, 26 million, B, 26,000, C, 260, or D, 26? What is your answer? Correct answer is letter B. So when you multiply 500 million by 0.000052, the answer is letter B, 26,000. So this is now the answer. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Bye bye.